Hilly will set it up. Nicely dug out by Illinois State. Free ball now here for the Cardinals. And they'll say it was in. Illinois State out to a quick 3-0 lead here in the first set.
Yeah, and as you see on the replay, that one just snuck in there. A very hot start for Illinois State, and they're looking to build on this hype.
Hilly to Haggerty. Wisconsin will reset again. Haggerty tries it again. And firing just a little too strong was Sydney Holt. Badgers fans applauding their first point of the set.
Just a super tough block there for Illinois State. They're really going to need everything that they can get if they want to have any hope of winning this game.
Ashburn will now serve for Wisconsin. Nearly comes away with an ace. Gives Wisconsin good chance at an attack, and it'll be a point Wisconsin. Miscommunication there by the Illinois State Cardinals gives the Badgers a point, and Ashburn will serve again. Izzy Ashburn with the ace. One of the top servers in terms of service aces per set in the Big Ten is Ashburn, showing why right there.
That was just an excellent serve in every way, as we see that last point before the last ace. It just dropped in there.
Ashburn does it again. The freshman, Izzy Ashburn, showing why. She's one of the premier servers in the Big Ten. Really worked on that in the offseason. Coach Sheffield wanted her to work on her serving, be used as a serving specialist.
And 2 straight plays she just found the soft spot in no man's land, and Illinois State paid the price.
Haggerty with the kill. Ashburn came up and played as the setter there for Wisconsin. Doing that as well for a few rotations. Nice job by Haggerty finding there.
It's a very quick 5-point run for Wisconsin. Very quick turnaround. They didn't want to get themselves into a hole against a team that's been very hot.
You mentioned coming off that conference title was Illinois State, so definitely some momentum in the back of their minds. Wisconsin able to get it over, still fighting for it, and gonna have to replay it as looks like Barnes's headband came off, so Wisconsin will replay this point with a 5-3 lead.
And Wisconsin was struggling there to get the ball over and gain control, so a little bit of a break there even.
Clark to Haggerty. Nicely dug out there. Great recovery by Ashburn. Illinois State now on the attack. And the kill there for Sarah Kushner.
Yeah, the crowd got absolutely hyped for that play by Wisconsin, but Illinois State managed to ruin the fun for the Wisconsin crowd.
Nice velocity on that ball there for Kushner. Well placed serve there. Wisconsin able to recover though, and Haggerty with another cross-court kill, finding the sweet spot in that Redbird defense. Hilly will set things up. Nice recovery there by Illinois State. Kushner will just get it over, and Wisconsin will have control. A little too strong there for Loberg.
Just put a little bit too much under it, and the ball had some air under it. Did not curve down and drop in there like she hoped for it.
Holt at the service line now for the Redbirds. At least sets it up for Redkey, who comes away with the kill.
And that's what we've been waiting for that we haven't seen yet. Redkey has not had a kill of that ferocity so far tonight. We've been simply waiting for her to get up there because it's so impossible or improbable that you're going to block it. So really need to go to her, the Big Ten Player of the Year.
Redkey unhappy with herself. A slight miscue on that serve there, unable to get it over. And now Illinois State will control the serve. Down one here in the first set. Hilly, the back set, nicely done there. Danielle Hart sends it down with some velocity. Extends Wisconsin's lead to 2. Pretty back and forth start. Wisconsin had that nice run after facing an early deficit here in the first set.
Yeah, and against a team as hot as Illinois State, they're going to need players like Hart and others who have stepped up and had career years to really be the supporting roles, supporting cast that they have been all year for Wisconsin.
2 great recoveries there by Illinois State. Taylor Lynch did a nice job keeping that one alive, but it wasn't enough, and the Badgers come away with the point. Here's Hilly again, the Big Ten Setter of the Year. Kaylee Martin gets the point off the tip from Wisconsin. And now she'll control the serve. A high energy atmosphere here at the Fieldhouse in Madison, Wisconsin. Both fan bases coming out to support their teams.
Oh yeah, and it's always packed and it's always loud here, but today especially there is a different energy, and I say different because it's always loud and always exciting, but it's another level right now.
Winner of this match will go on to face UCLA, who defeated Notre Dame a little bit earlier today, 3-0. That game will take place tomorrow. Miscommunication leads to a Wisconsin block. Danielle Hart, believe, was the one who got her hands on it.
Yeah, Hart and Dwella were up there to form a wall, both of them making all Big Ten second team this year, along with Molly Haggerty.
Powerful kill there by Taylor Lynch. Tough for Lauren Barnes to handle for Wisconsin the first set. 4th ranked Wisconsin, obviously the favored team, but we mentioned numerous times the Redbirds, a team that are hot coming into this match.
And it's so true that you have to lock in and focus for every opponent, especially one as hot as this team. But that being said, Wisconsin actually ranked as the second hardest schedule of all teams, second hardest schedule in the nation, Wisconsin, and yet to come out on top as the number 5 team in the nation. It shows why they are up for the task, or at least they should be.
Had a little bit of a rocky non-conference start, but took care of business in the Big Ten and did what they need to do to secure that Big Ten championship as they secure a point here, extending their lead to 5.
You can really tell that Illinois State is doing everything that they can to stay in this game, do whatever they can to get forward, maybe sneak a set out of it in their pursuit of a win against an incredible team, top 5 team in the nation.
Tiffany Clark, the libero, on to serve now for the Badgers. Set from Keefe. Redbirds unable to do anything with it. Now Wisconsin, great recovery there. Nice diving save by Meyer, and they'll get it over. However, Wisconsin in control. Tip ball finds the floor. Wisconsin in control of this one. There from Clark by Wisconsin, and the setter dump does the trick there for the Badgers.
Found the soft spot there, and another one of those works for the Badgers. They're just utilizing that play in perfect circumstances and coming back with the hard kills in the other opportunities.
Clark at the service line for Wisconsin. Senior libero will send it over. Nice stop at the net for the Badgers. Re-attack from Illinois State. Kushner unsuccessful. Wisconsin, however, able to find something in that Redbird defense. Got to make sure.
Crafty, a great way to get that ball over and in a spot that is awkward.
Clark again. Point Wisconsin, no tip there. And there's going to be another timeout for the Redbirds. We'll take one as well. Once again, Wisconsin dominant in this first set. They lead 7.
For his role in the Badgers' excellent season.
Doing a great job with this Wisconsin program. Cardinals will just have to, Redbirds will just have to get it across. Point Wisconsin here, says the official. They call it Wisconsin's point. A little discussion going on the Redbird sideline.
And I don't know if you're keeping up, but this is an 18-5 run by Wisconsin ever since the 3-0 start by the Redbirds.
Back set there for Jankowicz. Gets the Cardinals up. Redbirds a point. Keep looking at that Cardinal bird up there, and
it's staring at you just like the St. Louis Cardinals logo, and I can see why.
Going through watching tape of Illinois State Redbirds, you see all the Redbirds and everything, but for some reason that keeps popping my head. Another nice play there by Wisconsin. Just really had their way in this one.
Yeah, and the Badgers are just really taking this first set in hand after a 3-0 deficit to start.
Nice kill there by Kushner. She's had some success in that front row, but big deficit to overcome here for Illinois State.
Both teams trading points since the last time out too. Obviously that's not going to be enough for the Redbirds in this first set, but Illinois at least showing some life. Illinois State at least showing some life.
Speaking of life, Kaylee Martin comes away with the kill. Trying to make a little run of their own as you see the nice set and cross-court kill for Martin. Here's Kushner. Billy now for Wisconsin will set it to Retke. They'll try again. This time it's successful. Dana Retke finding the floor.
And all and powerful, it is just so impossible to do anything about that because she's hitting the ball down from that angle and in ferocity that I'm just really not sure what you're supposed to do if you're Illinois State.
The 6'8" junior from Riverside, Illinois. Retke is a dominant force out there for Coach Sheffield. Battle at the net. Nice recovery there for Illinois State. Wisconsin will reset again. And after a nice rally, Retke gets the last word and scores for Wisconsin.
She just did everything on that point.
Met it at its high point and got the block. And actually it might have been Hilly that got a piece of that too.
Retke, of course, with 2 returns on that volley.
Ooh. Nice set from Hilly. And nearly a nice recovery for Illinois State. Just a little too far out of bounds. It's been all Wisconsin.
And what I really like is looking at the kills. Obviously, we highlighted Retke as the Big Ten Player of the Year, but all things considered, very spread out. 4 for Duello.
And she just went up and got that one. Dana Redke. Wow.
Redke adds another one, giving her 4 now. 4 for Duello, 4 for Redke, 3 for Haggerty, and 2 for Danielle Hart, spreading the love around.
A little bit of miscommunication for Illinois State, and then trying to get it over a little too far, and Wisconsin has their first set point of the night. Haggerty to serve. Wisconsin trying to take this first set. You say that tipped off the hands of a Badger. And in the meantime, Haggerty will check out. And in comes Emmy Dodge. Redbirds control the serve now. Badger fans on their feet, hoping for this last point of the set. Dana Redke, nice recovery there. And just a little bit too short. Credit to the Redbirds there, sticking with that one. A diving save, and just able to, the awareness to get it over.
Yeah, they really went all out on that one, so as to not lose on that point.
Wisconsin will try to end this first set once again. And they'll get it off the tip. That was Grace Loberg who puts things away. Wisconsin wins the first set over Illinois State. 25-13. 1-0 advantage. We'll be right back with more NCAA tournament first round action.
Live on a number of volleys.
Clark will get things started in the second set. Met at the net by Redke was Holt, and Wisconsin will come away with the first point of the second set.
Yeah, Redke is just incredibly fun to watch. Such a force at the net.
Clark will send it over once again. Back set there, and the kill by Holt. Well executed there for Illinois State.
Yeah, that was a perfect kill by Holt. The first time Missouri Valley Conference first team selection.
Here's Kushner. Nice recovery there by Martin. Redke once again found the seam and found the floor.
Yeah, she's in an absolute groove right now. The game started out with a number of different Badgers contributing in all kinds of different ways. Extremely deep squad, but now they're finding plays for Redke, setting her up for success, and she's absolutely dominating.
Really just got to admire the way the game comes to her. She doesn't try to push or anything, but when she has the opportunity, she usually makes the most of it to score. Illinois State knots things up at 2 there. I believe that was Martin who came over for the kill.
Yeah, and this is just what you have to do if you're Illinois State. Take it one play at a time. Stay in the game, take it one play at a time, and just focus on one play.
Haggerty tries and is successful off the tip. Makes this a 3-2 second set. She'll be rewarded with the serve.
Haggerty, the second team Big Ten selection, put up a season best 3.48 kills this season.
Great awareness by that back row of Illinois State to let that one go. An error on Wisconsin's part. Jankowicz now on the serve. Martin will set things up, but unsuccessful again.
Yeah, denied by Retke, and it wasn't much of a challenge either. Stood in there and stood. Oh, wow.
Retke, a little bit of luck on that serve, but she'll take it nonetheless with the ace.
Yeah, and the Big Ten Player of the Year, put up a season best 3.77 kills per set and added a career best 0.37 service aces per set as well, getting one there.
Martin couldn't quite find the hole. Wisconsin does, though. The setter, Sydney Hilly, coming away with that one.
And it almost feels like in a blink of an eye, the score changes or doubles for Wisconsin. It was 3-3 just a minute ago. 6-3 Wisconsin now.
Martin again. Dodge able to control it enough for Wisconsin to get it back over. Martin will try it one more time. Nicely defended. And another nice defense by Illinois State. A little bit of an errant pass there from Kaylee Martin. And Wisconsin takes a 7-3 advantage here in the second set. Redbirds will call a timeout. We'll take one as well and be right back. 7-3 over Illinois State. There you see Sydney Hilly, the Big Ten Setter of the Year. An outstanding season. Just over 12 assists per set for the junior from Brooklyn Park.
And that marks a career best for her, and also a career best 0.7 blocks per set for her, having an all-around excellent season, the Big Ten Setter of the Year.
Hart unable to get that one to find the floor. Wisconsin will try again. Nicely set up there by Martin. However, Redbirds unable to do anything with it, and Wisconsin will overshoot and out of bounds. Point Illinois State. Kaylee Martin, the 5'9" junior, now at the service line.
And you got to try to be really sharp if you're Illinois State. Oh, of course I jinxed them as I say it, but I was going to say with Retke out of the game right now, taking a short break, it would be a great time for them to be sharp, but an error there could be costly.
Fortunate error there gives Wisconsin control of the serve. No tip for Taylor Lynch. Point Wisconsin. A little too strong on the attack. Wisconsin just has to get it over after some miscommunication, giving the Redbirds control. And just missing again was Taylor Lynch. Cannot quite find Illinois State. Emmy Dodge unable to handle that one. Meyer at the service line for the Redbirds. Hilly over to Loberg for the kill. Wisconsin, as you mentioned,
Illinois State is doing everything that they can. It doesn't seem like they're making too many mental errors or anything like that. It just seems like they're getting overpowered.
Nice job there by Meyer to keep it alive. Ogogor sent back at the net. Combination of Retke and Hart, Retke and Duelo sent that one back.
Yeah, they're forming an absolute wall. That's the 5th block for the Badgers. They're having all kinds of success. No blocks yet for Illinois State.
This one just misses the back line. Badgers get another point. And correction again, that was Hart and Duelo. All looking fairly similar from up here with their tall frame and dark hair down, but all interchangeable in terms of how they're able to perform in that front row.
Exactly. That's why Wisconsin is so dangerous. Even when Retke took a quick break to the bench before that timeout, actually still on the bench.
And there you see Duelo coming up. Duelo got the tip she needed for the kill. Fight at the net, one there by Holt. Holt's doing everything she can, the 6'1" junior. Try to keep her team in this. Wisconsin now controls that serve. Little miscommunication there between Clark and Barnes. Gives the Redbirds another point.
Yeah, and that's really one of the first miscommunications.
Battle at the net. Won by Duelo. Wisconsin up big once again in this second set, 16-7.
Yeah, and Retke also just came back into the game, subbing in.
Here's Clark to serve this one. Holt tried it. Initial nice recovery, but I think someone went a little bit too far under the net. Will be a Badger point.
And I'm sure I sound like a broken record at this point, but it's another play where Illinois State didn't do anything wrong. Badgers just had a strong front, got another block, and get another point.
Doing a great job of getting their hands on all these attacks. Really making it easy for their offense.
And that reaction by Martin at the end of that play really says it all, I think. She got down just a little bit too slow, and just a little look of frustration after that one, because I'm sure she's not used to this level of force.
Wisconsin up by 11 here in the second set. In control of this one. Martin comes away with a point for the Redbirds.
I think actually they gave that one to Wisconsin. I think she was looking for a tip there, did not quite get a tip.
Looked like the near official did call a tip, but I think overruled. So as you mentioned, Wisconsin still in control, 19-7. Nice recovery. Badgers will just have to get it over. This time, Kushner comes away. Duelo unable to handle that one.
Yeah, a well-earned point for Illinois State there. Badgers did everything they could.
Kushner. Martin, nicely dug out by Barnes. There's a block at the net for Sydney Holt.
Really nice kill by Martin there. A really nice hit by Martin there to get it over, and it ultimately gave the Redbirds enough of an advantage to get the point in the end.
They looking to make their run here. It's going to be tough to fight their way back into the second set. At minimum, try to get some momentum going into that third set. There's Redke once again. All over the place.
Yeah, and we know how good Wisconsin is, and we know how incredible, outstanding of a season they had, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little surprised at how lopsided it has been, given the streak that Illinois State came into the game on and how hot they have been.
Ashburn's serve a little too long. And Holt will have it for the Redbirds. Actually, a substitution. Nicholson, the 5'6" sophomore, will come on in for the serve. Redkey set that one up. Haggerty finished it off with the kill. But as you mentioned, Dana Redkey really setting things up for her teammates. As you see Haggerty finish that one off, but made that for her teammate Molly Haggerty to come away with that one.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking the same exact thing. Her presence on the court is just monumental, forcing Illinois State to pay way more attention than they would like to one player.
A rare error from Molly Haggerty. Unable to get that one over.
Haggerty having an excellent game so far. Aside from that play, hitting 500, 5 kills. Well-balanced attack from the Badgers.
Loberg initially met at the net, but a little bit too strong. And it'll be another point for the bet in this second set.
Loberg is just another one of the Badgers players who has had a career year, making first team All Big Ten and hitting 267, while putting up a season best 3.19 kills per match.
Kaylee Martin doing everything she can. Able to get a kill there. She'll now be the one to serve it. Martin. Tip back by Hart. Haley will set it up for Hart. And missed the mark. Did Hart. Wisconsin fans providing their team with some support after a few miscues. Loberg puts enough velocity on that one for it to bounce out of bounds, and Wisconsin finds themselves 2 points away from winning this second set.
Yeah, and perhaps now or somewhere in the last few points would have been a good time to have a timeout if you're Illinois State, but again, I had to use them both really early in both sets.
An error by Illinois State makes it set point for Wisconsin. Hilly to serve. 24-13. Blocked and then recovered. Wisconsin will have a free ball. Hart just a little bit too long on that one.
Yeah, Hart tried to finish the set off in style.
Heads up play, letting that one go.
Great reflexes to let that one go by Illinois State.
Loberg will try it. Battle at the net. Loberg will try again. This one's blocked. Nice play there.
Badgers are acting like they won.
My apologies. I think it was tipped out of bounds by Holt. Looked like Holt initially have a free chance at it. Nicely dug out. Good first rally here for the first point of the third set. Haggerty found the seam though, and Wisconsin will take that all-important first point.
She just dropped it in there. Again, all the attention being given, not all of it, excuse me, but lots of attention being given to Retke, of course, leaving room for her to drop that ball right in there in the soft spot.
Ashburn will be the one to serve it for Wisconsin. Martin tries unsuccessful. And this one will be a point for Illinois State.
And so far the trend is continuing of Illinois State coming out with a nice beginning to the set, really playing like they have nothing to lose, because the truth is they don't, but they are playing with that mentality, and that is a little bit of a weird play.
Hilly had her back turned, didn't know the ball just went right over her shoulder, trying to get ready to run their set, and the Redbirds will definitely take that. Solid defense to start the third set from this Illinois State front row, making it tough on these Wisconsin attackers.
Yeah, and they actually take a 3-1 lead, I believe, for the third straight set. I'm pretty sure they had the same exact lead in all three sets. Interesting that they're coming out hot in all three sets. Badgers are making adjustments really quickly, though.
Hilly sets it up perfectly for Molly Haggerty, who finishes off with a kill.
Yeah, and that's the problem for Illinois State. They have Haggerty on one side, Retke on the other side. Who are you going to give attention to? If you want to try and stop Retke, you're going to leave Haggerty open to slam it like that and get another point for Wisconsin.
And then you got Hilly, the one making the decisions as the setter, and just able to read the defense and make the perfect play that gives her teammates a nice opportunity at those kills.
Absolutely, an excellent setter of the year in the Big Ten.
Redbirds showing some nice fight here. Lead this one 4-2. Nicholson on to serve now. Loberg showing off the power and the strength, sends that one to the floor for the kill.
Yeah, and Loberg is one of the players for Wisconsin who is in the top 13 in the nation in hit percentage as well as kills per set. She's 13th in the nation in hit percentage, 12th in the nation in kills per set.
Martin does a nice job of finding the seam there. It's the touch she needed. And Illinois State maintaining their lead throughout the beginning of this third set.
Yeah, and you know, despite their overall deficit, really do have a lot of respect for how they're coming out, playing with all-out effort, not minding the score, really ignoring the score, and just taking it 1 point at a time.
Change up there for Wisconsin, gets them the point. Cross court kill for Kaylee Martin. She's been impressive in this third set.
Yeah, Martin is really standing out, especially even in the second set. She was having some issues not hitting the ball like she would like and getting Wisconsin and their front line, but making an impact.
Tipped around a few times, Wisconsin able to recover. I'm going to say a tip and point to the Redbirds.
Redbirds continuing to stay in it. They keep their lead, just keeping Wisconsin at bay for as long as they possibly can.
Continuing to fight, much expected, especially with the heart of this Illinois State team. Double hit there gives Wisconsin a point off a little miscommunication and error there for the Redbirds. Lauren Barnes, the junior, to serve now for the Badgers. A powerful swing there for the freshman Emmy Ogogor. Haven't seen too much out of her, but still making her presence known. in this one.
Yeah, the Redbirds are just doing everything they can to extend the game in what has been a very fast-moving game so far. Fast-moving match, I mean.
Haggerty unable to find the floor there. And another nice play there for Illinois State. Got the touch they needed from that Wisconsin front there. They have seen some nice rallies in this third set.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. And we noticed they're not stopping all the momentum and calling timeouts like they did in the first two sets. No timeouts used yet because they don't need it.
There's Sarah Kushner, the freshman, finding the floor. And Coach Kelly Sheffield doesn't like what he sees to start this third set. He's going to use one of his timeouts. We'll take a timeout as well. Illinois State leading this third set 9-5 over the host Wisconsin Badgers. Nice performance tonight from Madison Duello.
Yeah, Duello contributing 6 kills and 4 blocks so far. Along with, she's along with a unit of Badgers who have all contributed fairly equally. 8 kills for Haggerty, 7 for Retke, and 6 for Duello and Loberg.
On the flip side, Kaylee Martin with 8 kills and Kushner 5 for Illinois State. Wisconsin able to stop a Redbirds run there.
Yeah, Holt caught that one off the face a little bit. Smiles afterwards though, so she's all right.
Clark at the service line.
I'm not sure what the Illinois State band is chanting, but it's loud.
The ace for the libero, Tiffany Clark.
Yeah, it's loud, but it's not as loud as this Wisconsin crowd simply silencing the band after that point.
Clark will send it over again. Redbirds unable to come away with that there. And it results in a Badgers point. Or excuse me. Point for Illinois State. Martin unable to get it to land from the back row. Now makes a nice diving save there. And they're going to say that one just missed the back line. This will be a
challenge
point for Wisconsin, but Leah Johnson disagrees.
Right here.
Last. Can't quite see there. It looked like Hilly might have been in the way of that one.
Yeah, really hard to tell from that look.
Pretty close. Call will stand in favor of Wisconsin.
Clearly they did not have enough evidence to overturn it, but I do see the logic behind that challenge. Could be a big turning point in this set as it goes from being potentially 12-7 to 11-8.
You got Ashburn in one of your best servers now for Wisconsin. This will be a point for the Badgers. Ashburn will get it again. We mentioned her impact on that first set shifted the momentum right away with back-to-back aces. Martin, powerful attack there. I believe that was Martin.
Yeah, she just soared in for that one. Got extremely high in the air, and a forceful throwdown made it impossible for Wisconsin to return.
Now leads the match between both teams with 9 kills on the night.
Also hitting 318. Really, really good game for her, despite being down 2 sets.
Quick ace there. The Redbirds gives them a 4-point advantage. Momentum on their side. Clark, Hilly, and Retke sends it home.
Yeah, and when she does that, it just has a distinct sound to it. Her own unique style.
Showing the strength, putting the velocity on that kill. Haggerty unable to handle that one. Great play there from the Redbirds.
Yeah, lots of credit to the Redbirds for holding Wisconsin off this long. Whether they win this set or not, they deserve a lot of credit for staying in this game and fighting until the very end.
Holt was the one that will be credited with the kill. Came flying in and made the play. Nicholson at the service line now for Illinois State. Hilly, the back set, cross court kill for Retke. Badgers continually feeding her, giving her a nice opportunity to do what she does best.
Sacrificed just the slightest bit of velocity for the accuracy to get it where she wanted, and it paid off excellently.
Nicely dug out by Dodge. Wisconsin now on the attack. Martin and the setter dump. Successful for Jankowitz. Heads up play there. Take another look. Caught Wisconsin off guard there. Hilly this time for Hart. Seems like every time Hilly's able to get that back set, whoever the outside hitter for Wisconsin is able to capitalize.
Yeah, and whenever Retke is subbed out, Hart and Loberg are stepping up and getting those major kills and blocks.
Speaking of blocks, Danielle Hart adds another one.
Yeah, I love when I say something and it's just immediately confirmed. It's way better than the alternative, but that's just what happened there. Hart with an excellent block in an effort to swing the momentum.
Nicely done there. Emia Gogor comes away with a kill. Mentioned her name a few times. Illinois State doing a good job of maintaining this slight lead. There's Hart again. Showing off the strength once again.
Hart is really coming up big time here in this stretch, trying to keep Wisconsin in this set and trying to finish it in 3. No reason to let it go to 4 when you could finish it in 3.
That's what you're thinking if you're head coach Kelly Sheffield, and if you're Leah Johnson and Illinois State, continually putting pressure on the Badgers, making this one go as long as possible.
Yeah, and they keep this 3 to 4 point lead. They've been keeping it for a good while now. Pretty impressive that they continue to stay in it against such a hot team with all the momentum against them.
No success there. Now the Redbirds just missing that. Nice play there by Wisconsin. Another great recovery. Good back and forth rally.
Kelly Miller Phillips in her 4th season.
On the back row. Dug out again. This time, Duelo gets the tip here on this first round NCAA women's volleyball tournament action. Wisconsin leading this one 2 sets to none. Finds themselves trailing in the 3rd set. Been a dominant performance from the Redbirds. And once again, the announcers jinx coming into play.
Yeah, well, the Redbirds, true to what you said, have been really good this third set, really tight and really just playing all out, playing with their backs against the wall. And it's truly respectable whether they win the match or not.
Try to set it up for Redkey, and she's successful.
2 straight points for the Badgers out of the timeout. Interesting that Sheffield did not have to use a timeout during the first 2 sets at all. This one using both of them because he really wants to win this one in 3 sets. Absolutely no reason to let it go to a 4th.
Winner of this one will face UCLA. That game tomorrow here at the Fieldhouse. UCLA winning their match against Notre Dame.
Quick timeout here.
3 sets to none. And yeah, as you mentioned, a quick timeout for Illinois State. Felt the momentum shifting to Wisconsin, didn't like it, and will try to reset. Will be. Illinois State leading the third set 18-17. Big part of that is number 14, Sarah Kushner. On the night, 7 kills in 5 digs. Doing what she can to keep her team in this.
Yeah, doing her part to keep them alive right now in an 18-17 game. Wisconsin has scored the last 3 points.
Clark will be the one to serve for the Badgers. Looking to tie this thing up. Kushner gets the touch and the point. 19-18 now. Illinois State got that key point they needed coming out of the timeout. Clark able to handle that one. Little change up there for the Badgers. Barnes and Haggerty saved it, but not able to get it inside. And now Wisconsin finds themselves down 3 late in the third set.
Yeah, the difference is being made in the blocks. Whenever a block happens, Illinois State doing a great job of responding and getting the ball back over the net. They're really laying it all out, and you can tell they're playing like they have nothing to lose.
Good timeout there by Coach Leah Johnson. Reset our team and finds themselves with a 3-point advantage. Make that 4 off the Wisconsin miscue.
And this is probably the quietest the Fieldhouse has been all day. All you can really hear are select few Illinois State fans getting excited right now because they are 4 points away from winning a set.
Redkey with the kill. Doing what she can to try to bring her team. As Kelly Sheffield discussing the official. Will be Wisconsin's point, and they will control the serve. Key last few points for both teams. Haggerty will send it over. Setter dump is successful.
Yeah, and that was just an unfortunate bounce for the Badgers. Looked like it could have turned into a point for them, and it just landed in an awkward spot, unable to return it. Now they are 3 points away from dropping the third set.
Reggie Redbird and the Illinois State fans excited as their team leads 22-18 in the third set. Haggerty unsuccessful. She is successful with the block. Team of Redkey and Haggerty sending that one back in the match, but this third set has been all Illinois State, action-packed and trying to hang on to this 2-point lead. Martin unsuccessful. Wisconsin will just have to get it over. More miscommunication. Now Wisconsin on the attack.
Miscommunications on 2 straight hits for the Redbirds, and they looked like they were trying to come out of the timeout with a set play, but it was unclear who was supposed to do what. Ultimately, they won 22-21 game.
Wisconsin with a chance to put the match away. Illinois State fighting for another set. Fans at the field house here in Madison, Wisconsin are on their feet, and it is loud.
Yeah, and in just an instant, this place went from being quiet to being as loud as it ever gets. It's a tie game now, and the crowd knows it, and the crowd can feel how close the Badgers are to the next round.
Martin, nice play by Clark. Wisconsin will just have to get it over. Free ball here for the Redbirds. Another nice play by that Wisconsin defense. Illinois State now takes their turn of recovering. Martin will just get it over. Hilly sets it up. And the kill for Wisconsin.
And
they take a 23-22 lead. And these fans are ready to erupt.
I'm pretty sure I just burst an eardrum there, but it was well worth it because of how awesome that last play was. Badgers have the advantage, 23-22.
Haggerty sends it over. Here's Martin now. She'll try it. Clark unable to control it. And we're knotted back up at 23.
Awesome effort by Clark despite not getting it. She has been all over the floor, and the Badgers are now playing all out like they have their backs against the wall, even though they don't. Really trying to finish this one. They don't want it to go to a 4th set.
23-23. Both teams can sense. And a miscue there. Huge break for the Badgers.
Gigantic.
A little bit of that home court advantage maybe coming into play there with the fans making noise, and the pressure just might have got to them. And now Recchi will serve it. Big Ten Player of the Year, a chance to put this away. Unsuccessful. Haggerty to Loberg. Wisconsin will reset. Hilly to Loberg. Blocked at the net.
And this tight game is bringing out the best of both teams clearly. Some crucial blocks and incredible hits so far in the guts of the game.
All knotted up at 24. See who can win by 2. It's been back and forth this whole set. Miscue on the part of Illinois State gives Wisconsin match point. Big Ten Setter of the Year, Sydney Hilly on to serve. And these Wisconsin Badger fans can sense victory. Martin met at the net. Wisconsin in control. Here's Hilly. Nice defensive play there. Hart unable to put it away. Hilly. Clark. Another nice play. Woo! This one is staying alive. Wisconsin will reset again. Hilly will set it up. Loberg off the hand.